Well, the ice jam is finally broken up on the Cedar River in Cedar Rapids. City workers spent much of today clearing up the debris that floodwaters left on the roads near Ellis Park. The flooding had been a real pain for many people in that northwest neighborhood for most of the week. Some houses took in water, and the city had to close some streets because of the flooding. The city reopened Ellis Boulevard Northwest between O Avenue and Ellis Lane around midday today. Then later this afternoon, city workers finished cleaning up and reopened Ellis Boulevard between Ellis Lane and 18th Street. So it's all open again now. KCRG TV9's Dave Fransman joins us live from at the Ellis Boat Harbor tonight. And Dave, the streets might be open now, but the cleanup is not over yet.
Well, Bruce, it's not over by a long shot. Now the ice actually knocked out some power poles here in the boat harbor. It even stripped off some asphalt from the roadway here that they're going to have to obviously repair now. Of course, compared to losing half the floating homes here in the flood of 2008, you'd have to consider that pretty minimal. Now, Ellis Boulevard Northwest wasn't really damaged by the large chunks of ice, but it did take time for the equipment to scoop up the chunks and then push them safely off the roadway to start melting. Boathouse owners who started showing up last night after the water dropped to look at their damage were also encouraged. They remember 2008, and they also know it could have been a lot worse.
If it had went up another foot or so, I think we'd have had a lot of trouble, but it didn't, so we're pretty lucky that way.
Now, one river recreation staffer didn't have a dollar estimate for damage to the harbor facilities, but he didn't think it would amount to a lot of money, and certainly nothing compared to what happened to the harbor back in 2008. Now, one of the things that may have happened here, according to the director of the river recreation, is that a lot of boat owners actually learned some of the lessons. They replaced a lot of the older boathouses with newer equipment. They have more modern sort of safety features on them, and they were rebuilt to those modern standards and have better anchoring systems. Live in Cedar Rapids, Dave Fransman, KCRG TV9 News.